When you think of rivers, you probably picture tranquil waters and lazy banks, but that's definitely not the case on Animal Planet's River Monsters, hosted by Jeremy Wade. Check this out.
And everything I'd hoped for and feared is suddenly there, right in front of me.
Look at the size of this!
I've stumbled into a potential man-eater.
It's got to be a good 20 foot long, 3 times the length of me.
And weighing...
Oh, heck no. No way, not for me, but thanks for speaking with us, Jeremy. How did you get involved with this type of dangerous marine life?
Well, it all started a very long time ago. I mean, I fished as a kid when I was 7 or 8 years old, and to be honest, I wasn't very successful to start with. I didn't catch anything, but once the first time I felt something on the end of the line and got it in, it's curiosity really. Ever since then, it's all about different fish, but also bigger fish. Bigger fish. The bigger fish tend to be predators. They tend to be toothy, and not just fish. Anything that lives under the water. And the thing about freshwater, which is my specialty really, is you can't really see what's there a lot of the time. So on a line, which is what I do most of the time, that's the only way you get to see what's living in the water. And some of it's pretty impressive, pretty hideous.
I can't even imagine the stuff that you've encountered, but what has been the scariest creature so far?
It is so hard to pick a number one. If pushed, I would think maybe the electric eel. A lot of the stuff that I deal with, they have big teeth or they have spikes on their body, and so if you look at it, you know what you've got to be careful of. You've got to know where not to put your hands. The electric eel, which lives in the Amazon, grows over 6 foot long. Doesn't look like very much, but it actually has invisible powers. It can deliver a shock of over 500 volts, a big one. And I've spoken to people who have witnessed people dying in front of them in shallow water, and they've been unable to go and help because they would be zapped if they got in the water as well. A lot of these fish, I have to stress that they're not deliberately going after people. A lot of it is it's a reflex, or it's a defense thing. In the case of an electric eel, again, muddy water, you get too close to it, it perceives that as an attack, and its particular defense is this very powerful shock.
Wow, well, I can't wait to see the new season. What can we expect for this season?
Well, I'm sort of using myself as human bait, which is something I do from time to time. I'm jumping in the water with sharks. That's actually in Alaska. A lot of people don't know that there are sharks in Alaska. And I have this very strange, vivid memory of seeing a triangular shark's fin cutting the surface, and in the background, snow-covered mountains. I mean, that doesn't happen very often. Jumping in the water also with crocodiles in Africa. And we also we look into the past. We look into the prehistoric past in one of the episodes. So we're sort of switching up a little bit. We found some, season 7 now. We're still finding stories.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with us, Jeremy. We appreciate it. Make sure you catch the new season starting this Sunday on Animal Planet.